completed place. It is ready. It is ready for the Let's Play. This is the last video of just showing it off. I'm not entirely sure what we're going to show off. I want to show some of the NPCs that I made that I didn't really show before, and I want to talk about some of the game rules that I have in play and stuff. I have a notebook now dedicated to this Let's Play because I know I'm going to need one. This is my notebook that we are using for the Sims things. I only have 2 things in it right now, but I'm sure there will be much more. In the first page, I got the play order. So as you can see, I kind of mapped everything out. I'm not sure how this is going to work when people start moving into other worlds, but for the first round or so, we'll know what we're doing. And then because home ownership and land ownership is like a thing in some of the storylines, I decided to make it a thing of property ownership. I have listed off all the different lands, and I've marked who they belong to, including the stores in the strip mall, which I guess they'd all technically be rented, really, but this is who's renting them, and there's a few blank spaces because of the empty lots. And then no one owns the enchanted wood. The enchanted wood is enchanted, and then there's nothing else. But there will be stuff. Another thing you will probably see a lot of in the Let's Play is this, my Dungeons and Dragons dice. Yep. There they are. Because The Sims 4 it kind of lets you do whatever you want, I use the dice a lot to make decisions. I don't always follow the dice. Sometimes the dice just helps me to figure out that I want to do something else. If we ever come to a crossroads, and I think either crossroad would be equally entertaining, then we'll let the dice decide on that. We'll have other game rules and stuff, like things that we add to the game that we just make up, like health issues or addictions, or how much inheritance they get from their great uncle dying or something. Another thing I want to show is I did make some holidays. Bam. There's really not much excessive happening. I'm going to add a New Year's Day, but you can't add holidays to days that are already it's the day of, so I'm going to add a New Year's Day eventually. There's some of the regular days. I changed a few of the regular Sim days to be named their regular days instead of the Sim days because I like that better. So it's Valentine's Day instead of Love Day, Thanksgiving instead of Harvest Fest, and Christmas instead of Winterfest. And I added a Christmas Eve. There's New Year's Eve, that's already there. Black Friday, Halloween. I might add a few more as well. But the most notable thing that I added to the holidays is something that will be happening every now and then, the Wheel of Drama Day. Now this isn't going to be a set day. Once we reach this day and have our first Wheel of Drama, then I'm going to use the dice and I'm going to roll a d20 twice, and that many days forward will be the next Wheel of Drama day. And every time there's a Wheel of Drama, we are going to spin this. This is the Wheel of Drama. It has random things on it, and I would very much appreciate if you had suggestions for things to put on it. It's just gonna help add a little bit of entertainment to the Let's Play. It'll force us to break up a couple, or to have someone drop out of school, or make a redemption arc for a bad sim. Those are some basic things, and then I have some ideas for more imaginative things. I was thinking of like having like maybe a tornado pass through, maybe adding that into it. I'm not entirely sure, because I've used the Wheel of Drama in the past, but not excessively. And the way that I've used it before in the past, I kind of want to tweak a little bit. So I can't particularly say exactly the content that it's going to have on it all the time, but every time it's a Wheel of Drama day, we're going to spin the wheel and we have to apply whatever prompt it gives us into the game, and hopefully that'll create entertaining drama. I am very excited for the Wheel of Drama. It's my favorite. I like it a lot. Now I want to show some of the NPCs that I made. I added a lot of just random Townies, but I did make some specific families. I wanted to make the basketball teams. So these are the Frammers, the Framars. Right, this kid right here is on that basketball team. This other kid that's also on the basketball team is an exchange student. And then there's this kid that's on the basketball team and her family. This is the basketball coach for this team. I tried to make it so there were 4 team members on each basketball team plus a coach. This is an interesting girl that I made. One day, just out of the blue, the locals noticed this mysterious white woman walking around town. Where did she come from? Does she have a family? Who is this mysterious woman? We don't know. This is the land grab family. I imagine that this guy right here is a long descendant of the original land grab family, because property ownership is something that I want to do in this Let's Play. I made this family so that all of the unowned property could technically be owned by him. So we have a sim behind that. This is the mayor. I like there to be some sort of government system. So this is the mayor. He will be the mayor till he dies, basically. And then once he dies, we'll have an election. And that'll be fun. I don't want to get into having an election right off the bat, which is why I made a mayor. Usually my government thing in The Sims is that it's more like a kingship, where like there's a mayor elected, and then he's the mayor till he dies, and then his firstborn is the mayor till they die, and then there's another election, so I don't have to have elections all the time. There's this random guy. He's a rock star, aspiring. This is the coach of the other basketball team, and his daughter is a member of the basketball team. He doesn't really want to coach. He's just doing it because his daughter wants him to participate. Another member of the basketball team with his mom, and another member of the basketball team with his family. And then this is a randomly generated Townie and Santa. I don't know how we're gonna do the aging process in this thing. I've been thinking about it for a very long time. My issue is that we could have them on long lifespan with aging turned on for everyone all the time. And that's usually when I play, I have just aging turned on for everyone all the time. And that works for me because I like things to happen quickly, and I don't mind missing things like a birthday and a death, so long as I can get the urn, which I found I usually can if I just go to the house quickly after I realize that person has died. But I'm worried about that with this many Sims households that I'm going around with. Sims would age a lot between me playing in their households more than I feel like I really want. I like the fast-pacedness of it, but that might be too fast-pacedness. The other option is to turn aging on only for the household that you're playing on a short lifespan. But to do it that way with this many households, it would actually take us longer to get to a new generation than it would to play on long lifespan. I've even done like math to try to help me figure out which one I would rather do. I know I'm going to have aging turned off completely for the first full round, so that we can make sure to play at least once with each of these characters the way that I've made them and the way that I have their storyline set up. And so I have a little bit of time, and you can put your comments and your tips and whatever, because I would appreciate them. It's just an issue. It's an issue, and I don't know what to do about it. On another note, babies, the naming of babies. I'm going to use the alphabet system where each baby is a letter of the alphabet in order. So the first baby born is going to be an A name, and then the next baby is going to be a B name. So leave your A, B, and C names in the comments. Despite the aging issue, I'm very excited. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to have 7 episodes ready to go out so that I can post one a day for a week, and then they will be whenever I make them from that point on. I don't have a specific schedule because I don't really want this to become a chore. I just want to do it when I feel like I want to do it, which hopefully will be a lot because I like long Let's Plays of The Sims. And hopefully there will be much drama and much craziness and much fun things happening. I am going to try to copy this world, and I'm going to try to put it somewhere you can download it. I have to do research. But if I can figure out how to share the world, then the link will be in the description to download it if you want to use it, because I've put a lot of effort into it. For the most part, it's very detailed and it has a lot of storyline happening. So if you want to download it and you want to do your own Let's Play on it, I would think that was cool, and I would like to know what happens. Thank you for watching this. I'm very excited about actually playing. This is the last episode in this series. The next time I sit down to film, I will be filming actually playing on this world. I've been building this world for like a year, and now we're finally gonna actually play on it. Exciting. Be there to see. Be there to see.